Tuesday, April 3rd, and we are in the middle of the last week before Collegiate Nationals and the Pan Am Qualifier. As you've seen with Monday and Tuesday practice, not really quite as hard as we're normally going. Weights are lightened up a little more reps at 80%-ish type weights. Still work on technique. Nobody's going up to a heavy weight and trying it 5 times or anything like that. Some of the guys that aren't going to collegiates, well, the rest of them, everyone that's not going to collegiates is going to a meet in Savannah. Don McCauley's been nice enough to agree to coach the guys that go do that meet instead of collegiates, the ones that weren't qualified for the Pan Am qualifier. You see Mike. I actually really wish Mike was going to the Pan Am qualifier. He's done enough in training at this point to probably qualify for the Pan Am team. But since he didn't get ranked in the top 25 early enough, he hasn't qualified to go to the qualifier. So I think there will be a lot of people at that qualifier that don't score as well as Mike does, which is unfortunate that he doesn't go get a chance to go, or a chance to make the team. Looks like Caleb has been looking pretty damn good the last couple of days. He hasn't had the most smooth, 2 or 3 months, but neither him or Tom. But they're both looking good at the right time. They're actually competing Saturday in Savannah. All the Pan Am qualifier guys are competing Sunday at East Tennessee State, Johnson City, Tennessee. Here's Matt, our new guy. I think he's already improving a little bit. He had the bad habit of trying to stay real upright as he picked the bar off the floor, and then bending over the bar as it came up his thighs, and that constantly left him forward on the ball of his foot too soon, too much. The big things he needed to do is just let his chest drop a little bit if it needs to as he comes up to the knees, and just pull from there without slowing down, without bowing forward anymore. Just pull from there, stay on the heels and finish. He's getting there. I wouldn't say he does it every rep, but he's getting there. I asked Matt what was up with those tattoos the other day. They're a little bit different. The explanation was too long and involved for me to repeat it, but maybe sometime on Weightlifting Scoop talk show, somebody can ask me. Chris snatched pretty good yesterday. Yeah, I tell you the thing about Chris. Well, sometimes when he's warming up like 110, 115, 120, you think he's going to snatch 150. He just moves so quick with the weight. Really, really quick and looks really good. He has snatched his best as 140, but he's got to get up to 45 or 50 to really be good in a 77 kilo weight class. I'm looking forward to him making some more improvements. Chris is probably more than anybody else, since the time that he joined the team, has kind of had a nagging injury here, a nagging injury there. Those things really suck because, as a lifter or a coach and something like that, it's like progress is there. You just got to have 3 or 4 weeks without a sore back, without a sore shoulder, without any of that in order to realize that Chris has kind of been in that position, but it'll come. And I think I said on the last video, I think Caleb looked really good to me to hit 190 this weekend, and I still think that his clean and jerks are looking good. He did clean a month and a half ago or something, 205 off low blocks. I really have a hard time thinking that the clean is going to be a problem. think Tom, I think he's made some sort of an agreement with his wife that he gets a new motorcycle when he clean jerks 200. Or she'll okay for him to go ahead and buy a motorcycle when he clean jerks 200. So expect to see Tom very anxious to attempt 200 this week. I think that's a pretty good reward structure there. 200 kilo clean jerk motorcycle. You see that stupid shirt Tom's wearing today? He wore that dumb bacon shirt the other day, and now today he's got a t-shirt tuxedo on. Or a tuxedo t-shirt, whatever you say. The guy has more odd shirts than anybody else I've ever known. I personally would not wear a t-shirt or a tuxedo t-shirt in public. See how when Matt did the dip and drive there, he's dipping down on his heels, but as he drives up, he's coming to the ball of his foot. And that's been, with the snatch, kind of the pull needed to be sorted out a little bit, but on the clean and jerk, it's really more the jerk. I mean, he's just not staying back on his heels.
Big toe up, stay on the heels.
You could see him do it that time. He actually split pretty good that time, but you can see as he drives up, his weight shifts forward quite a bit. That makes it a lot harder to jerk. It's funny, you see some international lifters that do that. Named Suleimanoglu, probably the best lifter that's ever lived. Probably does it worse than anyone, but it just doesn't work for most people. I mean, you talk about a guy that's the best weightlifter that's ever done the sport, you're talking about a guy who's not normal, And sometimes really good lifters get away with things like that your average lifter's just not going to. I think that falls into that category. You got to stay on your heels unless you're just really, really, really special. Afternoon, they went a little bit heavier.
Nice.
If I remember right, Mike went 123, Mike went 123 in the snatch. A pretty decent 130. James is still a little bit fatigued, and I wouldn't have expected him to be, still that fatigued on Wednesday. So they're a pretty easy 37. That's the weight we plan on opening with. There's Mike's 123. Keep in mind his PR is 128 now, so that's 5 kilos below. Chris snatched 35. There's 33. He has 135 coming up here, and then missed 38, I believe.
Good.
So Chris actually had a pretty dang good snatch day. That's a nice lift there, nice and quick. Travis had spent a couple of days at home in Atlanta taking care of some stuff, and there seemed to be free 120, 130, 140 there real quick in the snatch. He didn't really go balls to the wall on Wednesday just because I had a couple of days off. I'll get back. Those were 3 nice snatches for Travis anyway. And you can see James's legs are just a hair dead still. Not really explosive standing up out of the front squat, but I'm sure that'll get better over the next couple of days. Can't see him go forward there again. You lose your balance when you do that. You gotta stay on the heels.
Easy.
The one thing about Chris that is just excellent in the clean is the way he catches with his back just almost perfectly upright. That gives you a lot more, stability and just the ability to catch weights that you can just barely get on your shoulders. If you're somebody that doesn't have real flexible ankles, there was actually a question on the forum today about this. If your ankles aren't flexible and your hips have to be a little bit backwards in order to get low, you've got to, it kind of puts you at a disadvantage. You can't catch it at rock bottom, but Chris can because he's got real flexible ankles. Well, that was really the last time before the competition they'll handle decent weight. from here on out, it's just light, practice technique, and get ready for the competition.